So about 2 weeks ago, or actually might be what, 3 weeks ago now? That might be 3 weeks ago, or maybe 3 weeks ago. Tomorrow or something. I don't know. Approximately between 2 to 3 weeks ago, we got the Kingdom Hearts 3 box art. All right, now let me go ahead and tell you right now, it looks amazing. It looks gorgeous. It's beautiful. And seeing that made me want to rank all the Kingdom Hearts box arts together. So that's what we're gonna do. Since I'm here now, we're gonna rank them. Yeah. But I have two things I need to say really quickly because there's 16 I need to get to, so I don't want this intro to run too long. All right. One, this is my opinion. All right, you can rank them all in your opinion in the comments below. That'd be great. I'd love to see it. Two, they all look great. Okay, they're all beautiful. None of them look bad. Okay, none of them look bad. Some of them look better than others. Some of them don't do things as well as others do, but none of them look bad. Now that we got that out the way, let's get to this month. I don't really know what to do with this one because it's technically not a box art. In fact, it's like mobile app art, and the mobile app art for this game changes like kind of, you know, frequently. Not, I wouldn't say frequently, but it changes between like major updates. So alrighty, Birth by Sleep now. Birth by Sleep. I love the way the characters are drawn. Okay, I'm gonna say that a lot throughout this, that I love the way the characters are drawn. They look cool on here, okay, but just the really plain blue background. Okay, and I'm a fan of simplicity when it comes to background. I'm a fan of simplicity when it comes to these backgrounds. But bro, it's like they took a blue background, slapped the characters on there, and said, all right, here you go. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like out of all the covers, this one is probably like has like the least amount of effort. And I shouldn't say that because I didn't draw it. Obviously, it probably took a lot of effort to draw these characters and put them on the background. And I'm just saying, for me, it's just like, bro, they just took the blue background, said, here are the 3 characters. Here's Mickey. Have yourself a game. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Birth by Sleep story is very, very like important, and it just, the cover doesn't really say that. Now for Recoded, it's very simple like Birth by Sleep. But see, Recoded, its importance to the whole overarching story isn't as like grand or as heavy as Birth by Sleep is. So I feel like the simplistic cover for Recoded works. I feel like it works because it's not that big of a game in comparison to the others. That being said, it still looks solid. It has the simple, like the buggy aesthetic, I guess you could say, the technical, you know what I'm saying, like 0, 1, the numbers going through like the different corners, and then it has the Recoded crew without Data Riku and without Naminé, and it's like, it works. It just works for Recoded. It doesn't have to do anything too big because it's not that big of a game. I went on these last 2 for simplicity, but with 2.5, bro, it's just a lot going on, okay? And I really think it's the Keyblades. I really think it's just the Keyblades, how they're like positioned, you know what I'm saying? Like all around the cover. I don't know. I think it's just like a lot of them because it looks good. The characters, again, drawn well. It's just, I don't know, man. The Keyblades, just a lot of Keyblades on there. It's just, it makes it like a lot going on, okay? It makes a lot going on. It doesn't look bad. It's just, I think it's a lot going on for me personally. All right, now Dream Drop Distance, I love the cloud aesthetic. Okay, now the cloud background aesthetic is probably my second favorite after the star and galaxy aesthetic. So I really like how they use it here, and I like just the symbolism for Dream Drop Distance. It looks really cool because, you know, Dream Drop Distance, Riku's dreaming upwards, looking at the sky, Sora's dropping downwards, falling, you know, dropping. And then Miku, Mickey is reaching for Sora's hand, and it's like the distance between them, and it's really cool symbolism on the cover. It really is. But pretty much it's pretty basic, pretty simple, looks good, but it's nothing too grand. All right, now Kingdom Hearts 2, I like Dream Drop Distance. It's pretty simple. I mean, it's got the gray background. It's nothing grand, it's nothing like over the top, it's nothing too low. It's just there. But one thing I will say about Kingdom Hearts 2 is I love the way Sora and Kairi are drawn. In fact, this is my favorite Sora pose and Sora drawing on any Kingdom Hearts cover. This is probably my favorite one. The way he's drawn here and the way he looks, his facial expressions, like his outfit, it all fits together very well. Same for Kairi, the way she looks, the way she's drawn. It's my favorite for those 2. But collectively as a cover, it's just, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing great. It's all right. All right, for Chain of Memories, it's a bit different. All right, now what I like about Chain of Memories is one, how the characters' faces are in the cards as they float away as like the important characters like Mickey and Naminé. It's really cool. I like how they do that with Donald and Goofy as well. I like how they do it, but what I really like again is the clouds on the side and then the dark sky in the middle, how it converges. It blends together very well, and then you have Sora and Riku, who are the 2 playable characters of the game, looking into the sky. It works well, okay? It works well, and that's something I have against the original cover, but I'll get to that in a minute. All right, when we get to the original cover, I'll talk about that one. But for this one, for Chain of Memories, It's good in my book. All right, now what I really like about Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix is just how everybody is on their own pillar, right? All the important characters. You have the Disney trio, Mickey, Goofy, and Donald, and then you have Sora, Riku, Roxas, Naminé, Kairi, and you have them all on pillars doing their own kind of thing, but it all converges well. And what I really like about this one, which is something I didn't even notice until I actually started to make this list, is how the Rechain of Memories cover with Sora, the Rechain of Memories Sora and Rechain of Memories Riku from the cover, they're like faded into the background. And I never noticed that, like in like the heart kind of thing, like you know how the Kingdom Hearts has like the heart shape and it has like them in the middle. That's like really cool, you know what I'm saying? I never really paid attention to that ever, you know what I'm saying, until I really made this list. Like I have seen this cover before, but I never really noticed that. But yeah, it's really dope. But I really like how they're all on their own pillars, they're all doing their own thing. I think it just blends together very well. It looks good in my opinion, and yeah. All right, now 2.8. What I really like about 2.8 is how they section off each game, but they blend it all together. Now, I don't know what the organization, the room is. I feel like I really should know, like a Chamber of Awakening or something, you know what I'm saying? But it's not called that. But we're gonna call it the Pillar Room. I like how the Dream Drop Distance crew is in like the Pillar Room, because that's like where the most important events in that game take place. And then you have up top the Kingdom Hearts key backstory crew with the darker, like the starry aesthetic in the middle, converging into Daybreak, because you know Daybreak Town in that game. But then on the 0.2 side, you have the starry aesthetic converging into like darkness at night, because it's 0.2 and it takes place in the realm of darkness. And I thought that's really cool. I think just the way that the characters are drawn and the way that the backgrounds blend together, it's a great cover. All right. It's a great cover. All right, Birth by Sleep Final Mix. This is what the cover should have been from the get-go. Okay, this is what it should have been from the start. All right, now this looks great. I love the way Terra and Aqua are drawn. They look very good on these covers, both of them. They look very good. Mickey and Ventus look about the same, but Aqua and Terra look very good. And what I like about this one is, again, it has a simplistic background like the original one does, but all I like is the pattern that like slashes through the middle. I think that is really cool. I think it really separates it from the original cover. I think it blends together well. The characters look great. It looks more intense, and it looks like a more intense game, you know what I'm saying? It really, this one looks a bit more like, you know, what Birth by Sleep embodies as a game versus what the original cover looks like. It doesn't really give off the vibe of what you're really going to be going through when you play through the game. So yeah, I like the Final Mix cover a lot more, and it's really good. I like it a lot. All right, now the Rechain of Memories was great. I said it. It looks good. But Chain of Memories, the original Chain of Memories cover, now what I really like about it is, one, it looks just good and it's a Game Boy cover. And you know, the Game Boy cover, it doesn't even have like the box arts or the boxes. They're not even that big. Like, they're not big at all, and this still looks amazing. Again, we have the characters' faces and the cards in like a X kind of, or a key. I'm sorry. A X kind of what direction style, you know what I'm saying? Like they're going like this way and this way, and then you have Sora in the middle. So if Kingdom Hearts 2 Sora is my favorite pose, then Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories Sora is my second favorite, because Sora looks really dope here. I like the red shading. He has the cards in his hands. It's really cool. Okay, I really like it a lot. It's a very dope, very dope box art. All right, now 1.5, much like 2.8. I like how they section off each game and how they converge them through the patterns that they have. Like with the Days crew, you have them or like a sunset setting, because you know what you call Twilight Town and the clock towers, sunsets. You have the Rechain of Memories crew with just Riku, Mickey, and Naminé, because you know they have very big impacts in that game. And you have them in like a darker night aesthetic. And you have, what I really like about this one, which I'll get into in a second, you have the Sora and Kairi and Donald and Goofy in the middle from the Kingdom Hearts 1 original Final Mix art. What I really like about Kingdom Hearts 1.5 is, one, again, the patterns that like separate them but blend them together. Like with the Chain of Memory side, you have like cards like flowing on down the sides, and you have the pattern, the block pattern with the Days crew. But what I really like here is how like on the Rechain of Memory side, because it's like a darker starry night aesthetic, they have like this blue the characters have like this blue like color overlay, like this color tone, and it's really cool. I like how that works for them, like for Riku and Naminé. And then on the other side, on the Day side, it has like a bit more of a warm color overtone on how they're drawn. It's just really cool. All right, it's a really cool art. I love the way it looks, man. It's a good one. It's a good one. All right, now Kingdom Hearts Final Mix. Now I know what you're saying. You just got on these other box arts for having really simplistic backgrounds, and you know Kingdom Hearts 1 Final Mix, I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to you. It's no different. It's got the really simplistic background, but what I really like is just the way that it's drawn. I'm so serious. I just love the way it's drawn. Like the way the characters look, the shading, the coloring. I just love it. Okay, it looks great. It looks great. The poses, like how Riku has the black angel, like his man is Sephiroth or something, going out of the back of him, you know what I'm saying, the black angel wing. It looks amazing, okay? It really, I like the poses, the way that all the characters are set up in the cover. It just looks great, okay? The way it's drawn, it looks great. That's all I have to say. I don't know why I like it so much, but I really like this cover a lot. I really do. Now we got the OG cover, okay? The OG cover is top 3, okay? For me, it's top 3. I love the way it looks. Again, the poses, Sora looking upwards towards the sky. You have Riku, who's the only one with his back turned, which I didn't even notice that till like a while ago. I saw somebody on Twitter post about it, and I'm like, yo, that's actually really crazy how Riku is the only one with his back turned, symbolizing how, you know, he's pretty much separate, not separate, but, you know, kind of on a different journey from the rest of the crew, and everybody else is looking upwards. You have the giant heart in the background, but you have the dark aesthetic, you have the town, you have that one heartless on the cover that's on Kingdom Hearts 3 cover as well. Look, okay, this art, it goes crazy. Okay, now for this to be the OG art, like, I really don't think they could have done better than this. This OG art, it goes crazy. I love the Kingdom Hearts 1 art. I love the box art. There's not much else I need to say. It's great. It's not the OG box art for no reason. Alrighty, I understand. I understand at the beginning of the video, I said Kingdom Hearts 3, it looks amazing, it's beautiful, it looks great. And in fact, Kingdom Hearts 3 probably, honestly, like from an objective standpoint, is probably the best one. Okay, it's probably not even close. It's probably the best one out of all of them, objectively. But subjectively, it's just my number 2. I love it a lot. I love the way all the different colors, which is something I think they have gotten away from until the package games, the mixes with the 3 games in 1 disc. I think they've kind of gotten away from using a lot of colors, and I like how they use that in Kingdom Hearts 3. They have all these different colors. They have the warm colors, the cool colors, the Starry Night aesthetic, the sunset aesthetic, the regular sky, the stars, the dark night aesthetic. They have the towers going on. They have the characters. All the characters are here. All the main important characters, they're here. They have the tower going on. I like the clock tower, I really do, and I like just the way it all converges, bro. It looks great. Okay, it's beautiful. It takes all these different colors and it just puts them on the. It's great. Okay, it's beautiful. It's beautiful art. And if you don't like it, there's something wrong with you. I'm playing. If you don't like it, you don't like it. But it's great art. All right, you can't deny that. Whether you like it or not, you can't deny that it's great. I mean, honestly, if you know me, you know this was gonna be number 1. I love 358 over 2 days as a game, but I really, really love the box art. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna try not to go too long into this, but we'll see. Okay, this box art go crazy. All right, now we have the simplistic white background, right, for like pretty much the left side and around. But what I really like is how they take the backgrounds and converge them together, right? We have Shion on oh my gosh, what's that name? Destiny Island. She's on the tree because she has a very important moment there. We have Axel by the clock tower in Twilight Town, because that's where his most importance come from. Him being right there with Roxas on the clock counter. That's where Roxas remembers the most. Then you have Riku in the town, the castle that never was, like in that area, you know what I'm saying? We're outside of the castle that never was, honestly, but you know what I'm saying, around that area. And he fits there. Why? Because that's where the big battle with Roxas happens. And then you have Mickey in the forest, because that's pretty much the only scene he has in the game is him in the forest. But you know, he has to be on the cover because you have to have at least a Disney character on the cover. So it's gonna be Mickey, Donald, or Goofy. Somebody's gonna be there. But anyway, and then you have Roxas in the white space surrounded by it all, because he goes through all of that. And bro, I'm telling you, it's just beautiful. The colors, the way that they look. I love the way the characters are drawn. I love the way Roxas is drawn. Shion, Axel, Riku, Mickey. I love it, okay? It's my favorite cover. I remember back in the day when I got this game, because I could only play the game on the weekend. So during the week, I would just look at the box art. I'm so serious. I would just sit there on my bed and look at it, because that's how much I love it. It's great box art, and it's my favorite, and it's number 1. Hey, again, if you want to say your favorite from 16 to 1, or maybe you don't want to say 16 to 1, you just do your top 5, that's great as well. You let me know in the comment section below. But other than that, man, I don't have much else to say. I just wanted to drop this video. Wanted to say my favorite box art. Again, they all look great. They all look beautiful, and they all are good in their own way. So I don't have much else to say. I'm out. Peace.